So something that I've been thinking about lately is the idea of as above, so below. And that is so true because I grew up in a system where I wasn't allowed to speak, really. I couldn't say no. Anytime I tried standing up for myself to protect myself, um, I was met with retaliation, punishment, rage. So I was kind of stuck. And even when I became an adult, I was still stuck. And I tried getting out. I tried getting me back in. And I had to take really drastic measures to enforce my boundaries because they were not respected. They weren't. They were continuously violated. It didn't matter what I said or did, because my word never meant anything. My boundary never meant anything. They tried to keep me. They didn't teach me how to really take care of myself. And they made it seem like, oh, well, we care about you. We'll handle it. Like, don't worry. And it was kind of annoying when I would like ask them like questions, but I assumed that they cared about me and they only wanted the best for me. But that wasn't true. They just wanted to keep me to themselves. They didn't want me to be free. And I recognize exactly what's happening on a larger scale, especially in this country, America. They don't want us to be free. They want to keep us here. They always did. They want us to be afraid. They want us to be angry. They want us to be fighting each other. They want us to be confused. They don't want us to be thinking. They don't want us to be intelligent. It's the same thing. It's the same thing that I dealt with. In my personal life. And the crazy part was, because it was like a prolonged thing, like the way I was treated, I really like did not feel like a person. I didn't feel like a human, and there were many times where I'd forget, and when in the moments where I was like reminded that I was a person or a human, and like somebody like outside of like the system, like say like a person at school or something, like acknowledged me or like treated me with like a level of respect, like it was almost like so jarring that it clashed with with how I was being treated, because I wasn't being treated like I was an actual person, because I was just overridden so much. And that's what I feel like has happened in this country overall, and probably in the world. But it's going to continue and probably get worse, people are going to lose, uh, this is just my theory, based off of my experience and what I've learned, people may lose a sense of themselves, their humanity, they potentially they could forget that they're an actual person. Seriously, because that's what happened to me. And that's scary, because if that's like a widespread thing, then people basically become like machines, because that's what I felt like I was becoming. I felt like I was becoming like a robot. So the way things are going now in this world, in this country, like, this cannot continue, because it will only get worse. Like, people are going to break down. They're gonna lose their sense of humanity, and it'll get to a point where, if they're unable to confront like what's happening and how they're being treated and what's going on, like, the denial is going to be so overwhelming. Like, it's just going to be too much. Like, this is like scary, because I see this, like, I'm basing it off of my experience, which that's the only thing I could do at this point, because I'm trying to make sense of it the best way I can. So, it's basically like what you would. It's basically what you would say. It's like being in a stupid narcissistic relationship. That's basically what it is. And there's really only one way. There's only one solution when it comes to that, because you can't stay with it. You can't stay in it, and you can't change the other person. So there's only one solution I know, but I'm unsure of like how that would work on like such a massive scale like this. So, but I'm just thinking about. I'm just trying to understand this. It's bad. It doesn't have to be this way, though.